Hello, Cancer, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you are doing well. This will be your weekly reading for the week of January 12th through the 18th. And during that time, we'll continue to be in the waxing gibbous energy. Then we'll move into the full moon on the 14th. So that can be a time of heightened emotions and, maybe you feel a little overwhelmed, a little snappy and irritable. Could be changes in sleep patterns. I know that's something that I experience usually the day before, during, and after a full moon. I just really have trouble sleeping. I have a lot of energy. So just keep that in mind as you're moving through the week. We'll then move into the waning gibbous, which kind of calms things down a little bit more. A little really good time for self-reflection, time to get rid of bad habits, negative thinking. So keep those in mind as you move through your week. This will be an intuitive general reading for the energies that you may or may not encounter. So, of course, please keep that in mind and take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, Cancer, your overall energy: balance, spirituality, and practicality. Never bad advice. All right. As I'm shuffling the tarot, I'd like to remind you to take time this week to meditate, go within, still yourself, quiet your mind, and just do some exploration. So if you already do this, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's just a really good practice. And right in the keeping with the energy of your reading is to balance your spirituality and your practicality. So, sometimes it just takes that time to go within, to get centered, and kind of just think about the big picture of the things that you're doing throughout your day. All right, Cancer, January 12th through 18th. All right, ready to go here. Cancer, your overall energy this week. All right, Seven of Pentacles. So kind of looking back on, the seeds you've planted. This could be things in the financial realm, things in your work life, your material life. You're kind of just, things have been started and not really much you can do except to kind of wait for those things to come to fruition. So, kind of waiting on the harvest. Your current situation is the King of Swords. So, this is having a clarity about, to me, this speaks of air energy, the words that you say, the things that you're just, what you're talking about when it comes to this. We'll see if that continues to, if this is just about pentacles or where this is going. But this is kind of just being in control, just being very clear of not only your thoughts, but also in the way that you express yourself. At the root of your situation this week is the Ace of Wands. So something coming in, maybe to energize you a little bit, some new passion, some new thing that you're going to put some time and energy into. And that's always a good thing. In your recent past is the Page of Pentacles. So looks like you've had some recent energy here and I think maybe last week, let me look at my notes here, that you guys, yeah, we were talking last week about make no big financial decisions. So it looks like there's been some sort of messaging here in your past about your finances, and I feel like you were kind of, yeah, kind of in a holding pattern there when it came to that. What's on your mind this week is a little bit of dissatisfaction. So, if we weren't making financial decisions this week, it looks like you may still be kind of in that energy of looking back here and looking at how things are. Maybe you're preparing to make some sort of changes, but you're certainly clear of thought about it. You're kind of in thinking mode, but there's been something here in your past, that's been some new messaging about your finances, and this could be positive or negative. This could be, maybe you got a raise. It could be maybe, um, you didn't. So kind of either way, but I'm not really getting a positive, negative feel about it. I am seeing that there's something new coming in the way that's going to give you some excitement, which might turn around some of this dissatisfaction. But you seem to be very clear-headed, again, in your thoughts and ideas about this entire situation. What is just ahead of you is some financial stability. So, again, if we weren't making financial decisions this week, I kind of feel like that continues this week, that you're kind of looking at where you are. you're kind of in this period of evaluation, and that's okay. You don't have to make big decisions, but it looks like, you're coming up on something, and maybe you do need to balance your practical life with your spiritual life. So, make sure that you're living out in your material world, that you're living out and living in a way that supports the things that you do want to follow in your spiritual world, if that makes sense. You want to make sure you're transferring that to other parts of your life. So I can't even think of an example right now, but let's say that if I can't think of anything just yet. Maybe it'll come to me. In your advice position here is the Three of Pentacles. So this is a card of coming together and collaboration and partnerships and working together as a team. And this could be kind of where you're sitting, that that's your advice, is to do that. And maybe that'll quell a little bit of that dissatisfaction. Again, I'm trying to think of an example. When it comes to, maybe you want to give in a certain way, and you want to transfer that over to your financial realm, that you want to be giving somewhere. But again, we're not making big decisions yet. You're still kind of in thinking mode. So, this could be some passion that comes in. It's kind of an idea that you have this week. But again, you know you want to talk about that. That's your advice position here, is to kind of collaborate with those around you. This could be if this has to do with something in your family, this could be your spouse, your kids, where maybe you get together as a group and say, hey, we are going to take some time as a family to support this certain charity. Let's say that you want to go, maybe something gets in front of you this week and it's about animals. So you decide as a family that you're going to go give some time and money to an animal shelter, and so you're going to balance that giving, that thing, whatever it is in your spiritual life that you're being called to do. It looks like you're going to maybe move into kind of giving of your time. It doesn't have to always be money. It can be money, but also of your time, just of your um again, giving of your material world to maybe some cause. But there's some collaboration there. This could be, again, within your family. This could be something that you're talking to people at work about. Maybe your company is trying to decide, if there's a charity to get behind, or some way to give back this year. So that, I don't know why that example's coming to mind, but again, I was trying to come up with something that kind of balances your spiritual life with your practical life, that you want to put those things into play in your practical world. If it's something that you realize, oh, this is probably something I should be doing, then, and so that's just an example. Again, tarot is a template. This could be in work situation, family situation. This could just be self. This could just be you looking inward. But it looks like something's going to come to you this week that's going to start to spur this decision along a little bit. What's beyond your control this week? All right, Nine of Pentacles. So enjoying the fruits of your labor. And if that means, again, if that means giving, again, I don't think we're making big decisions yet, but it's almost like you're just in a really good, stable financial place. And again, we're not making big, huge changes or decisions, but it looks like you're kind of contemplating that, and you're thinking about something in that realm. Secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid, is the Ace of Swords. So are you trying to avoid having new thoughts, or is that your secret desire? Maybe you're waiting for that idea to come to you, and that idea and passion. There's two aces on the table here for you. That's new things coming in. This could be, new in the way of thinking, but it could also be new in the way of messaging. And again, I use the animal shelter as an example. Maybe there was a commercial that you saw that drove you to think that that's where, somewhere where you want to give. And this doesn't even have to be about giving. I'm just using examples about applying something in your spiritual life to what looks to be about your financial life. There's just a line of pentacles going right across the table. So something to think about. In your outcome position is the Death card. So there's an ending here. There's an ending of a way of being, and you're moving into this new realm of being. And again, if it's about giving, what a great ending to, if you weren't giving before, now that's an energy that you're going to take up for the year. And I think that's pretty awesome because, the death card doesn't always have to be a bad thing. If it's an ending of something that's moving you into a more positive way of being, then that's where the death card comes in handy. It's the end of an old way of being and just moving into being a new person for this year. And because if this feeling of dissatisfaction is on your mind, that's a way to quell that, to change, evolve into being a better you. Final message here from the Soul Oracle deck. Actually, I keep forgetting what is being hidden from you this week. Let's look at the bottom of the tarot first. All right, thinking about the future. Yeah, this is you asking. This is, do I stay here or go bigger? And this is kind of hidden from you again this week. I don't see this as a big decision making week yet again for you. When it comes to this, you're kind of mulling this over, and that's okay. That's fine. No need to make big, huge changes, but you're coming to some sort of realization. And it looks like maybe this decision comes later in the week, maybe by the end of the week. But it's okay to take some time to think about it. All right, Soul Oracle deck here. Final word. Final word. Cancer, January 12th through the 18th. Okay. Do what you love. Well, there it is. Yeah, this Ace of Wands, this Ace of Swords. If you have to take the time to really think about this, if this has to do with giving, or again, just pulling that part of your spiritual life into your financial life. And if again, if it's not something you've done in the past, this will be an ending for you of the old way of being. We're going to do a new, but if you're seeking out whatever that might be for you, is what it is. It's what you love, and it's what you feel passionate about. So, really think about that. And again, you might not make a decision this week. It might this might be something that starts occurring next week, or you start to make the move for it. But and if you're still making a decision and wondering what that is for you, be open to what the universe brings to you. If the universe brings you this ace of wands here, this something new to feel passionate about, if it is giving, if it's financial related, and there's messaging that comes through kind of coincidentally, it looks like. So, watch for those synchronicities and things, and watch for the universe to guide you. I think my last reading, yeah, for Gemini was kind of the same thing. Sometimes we're not sure exactly where to go, but if you just pay attention to the signs out there, the universe will put something in front of you that kind of sparks a little passion there. Some messaging. This could be a text message that comes through. It could be a commercial that you see, a video on YouTube, a brochure that pops, in the mail, or something in a magazine, some sort of messaging. So watch for that air energy and that synchronistic thing to get in front of you, so that you get closer to kind of making this decision here, deciding of, how you want to move forward. That's still kind of looks to be kind of hidden from you this week. And, again, maybe you're just kind of deciding to be this kind of person this year. So I think it's great energy, Cancer. I wish you luck. If you're comfortable sharing, of course, please leave me a comment. It really helps me to get feedback and know what you're going through out there. So if this reading resonates with you, please leave me a message and let me know. That would be awesome. I do post weekly readings, so come back next week. See if there's another message here for you. If you did not see last week's message, I feel like you were kind of in the same energy. I know it was about not making big financial decisions, so maybe go back and watch that reading if you haven't seen it. Sometimes these messages tend to go, through week to week, where things are kind of still going on. You're still in a certain type of energy. So I will have extra time coming up for private readings. If that's something you're interested in, of course, drop me an email and let me know. And when that time becomes available, I will certainly let you know. And also, if you enjoy my reading style, please like and subscribe. I'm a new channel here, so that would really help me out. And I really would appreciate that so much from you. So thanks so much, Cancer, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.